This is Mr. C of Mr. C's Homeschool Music Academy. One second, I am trying to adjust. Okay, as you can see, I am in El Paso, Texas. So I'm just needing a little help here. Trying to adjust the camera and my stand here. Uh-oh. What happened?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it'll come back.
Okay, I am live. Okay, all right. Don't touch that, please.
I'm trying to.
Okay, press here. Look, I'm pressing the button. Press the thing all the way. Okay. All right, let it go. Okay, here we go, everybody. So we're just having a little bit of technical equipment here, but this is Mr. C of Mr. C's Homeschool Music Academy. Welcome, everybody. This is El Paso, Texas. Look at behind me. Look at these beautiful mountains. I promised this week that I was going to be able to come outside. Okay, and so here we are. Here we are. So this is the mountains over here in El Paso, Texas, where it's close to the border of Mexico. All right, in case anybody didn't know that. So today we are going to get on with our lesson. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about mariachi music. Okay, in terms of so I know this usually for you high schoolers, 9th grade through 12th grade, we are all about doing musical composition, note learning. Okay, but as I said, I'm on vacation with my family here in El Paso, Texas. So I thought this would be a great idea to talk about genres. Okay, I talk about this particular genre of mariachi music. Okay, as El Paso, Texas is home to a great majority of Mexican people, people of Mexican descent, and so it'd be a good idea to take a look at this type of genre to get an inkling, to get an understanding, historic, a little bit of a history, and a little bit culturally. Okay, just a general view of this. Why? And why is that important to composers, to songwriters? Because hey, guys, in order to understand music, in order to write, you have to derive and get all kinds of different viewpoints, different inspirations, if you will. So that's why we are over here. But before we do that, everybody, let's do our usual thing that we do, which is our Mr. C's Homeschool Music Academy jingle. So here we go. I am now looking for my pick, and I think I've dropped it somewhere. It's totally gone, but I do have an extra one, which is good. All right, give me a moment. Oh, all right. So here we go. This is, in case, if you know it, guys, sing along. Mr. C's Homeschool Music Academy jingle. I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see my ukulele. Here we go. Time for school, time for music, time to learn together, we can do it. Learning is fun with Mr. C, and learning is fun, everybody. Let's okay. Welcome once again, 9th through 12th. So now it's time for our personal shout out. For the personal shout out for today, let's do a little drum roll, please. And today's personal shout out belongs to Helena Cabell. Helena Cabell, this personal shout out is for you. I hope you enjoy it. Here we go. Let's say hi to Helena Cabell. Let's do some music with Helena Cabell. Let's get together with Helena Cabell. Let's go have some fun. And that was for Helena Cabell. Once again, give her a round of applause, everybody. All right, that was for you, Helena Cabell. If you enjoyed it, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it, I should say. But if anybody else would like a personal shout out at the beginning of our lessons, please make sure you go into the details below. Find out about patreon.com/Mr. C's Homeschool Music Academy, where we have quite a bit of Patreon members, okay, who also watch this channel. So thank you very much for your support in that. And so if you would like to become a member, find out more details, okay, to getting your name on a personal shout out, along with worksheets and quizzes and study guides and things like that, tests, anything to help sharpen your musical mind, your musical understanding of musical concepts, as Mr. C's Homeschool Music Academy provides to its Patreon members. So once again, patreon.com/Mr. C's Homeschool Music Academy. Find out more details find out about this about becoming a member in the details below. All right. So now, everybody, let's get right down to it. Oh, I'm not gonna relinquish my thing yet. We are going to do a hymnal as we always do. Okay. The name of the song is "Great Is Thy Faithfulness." So we're going to sing along to that. If you have your tablet, your phone, your or another screen on your computer, please go into a Google search and type in "Great Is Thy Faithfulness" lyrics. Type in the word lyrics right after that, and you will have your lyrics right there. Okay, but actually, yeah, I do have to put this down because we do have to do some stretches. Hey, we're in the outdoors. Okay, so yes, let's get a little physical, everybody. So I'm going to put this down. You don't see me, but I'm still here. I'm still here. So let's do some of our usual stretches that we do on a regular basis for all those who watch me. Okay, everybody stand up nice and straight. Okay. And oh, this air! I just gotta tell you, I'm so in love with this mountain view and being out here in the air. And guys, you should definitely try it sometime. Hey, even if you can go outside right now, by the way, if you could if you're watching this through your laptop, okay, not your personal computer, but if you're watching it through your laptop or your phone, come outside. Enjoy the air, breathe it in, guys. Okay, so now. Everybody, let's make sure our feet, if you're standing with me, your feet are shoulder distance apart. Okay, and everybody raise your arms up into the sky as high as you can. Raise it, raise it. Feel that stretch in the lower back. All right, great. And everybody bring them down and start rolling the shoulders. Roll the shoulders back. All right. Everybody roll the shoulders forward in the other direction now. Great. Ooh, feel that nicely tingling massage feeling in the shoulder blades. And now everybody rotate your necks in a circle right now. Rotate them slowly. Great, everybody rotate in the other direction. Okay, great job, guys. And now everybody look all the way up. Look all the way down. Look all the way to your right. All the way to your left. Shrug and hold your shoulders. All right, and drop them. Once again, shrug and hold. And drop them, everybody. Everybody, let's reach down and touch your toes, especially if you're outside or if you're just inside, even if you're standing up inside. Reach down and touch your toes. I'm going to disappear for a second, but reach down and touch your toes. And feel that nice stretch in the hamstrings. And everybody come back up. All right, everybody, now let's open and close our hands. Open and close your hands. There we go. Okay, get that blood pumping. All right, and everybody hold your fists and squeeze, 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 and release and shake it out, shake it out. Okay, everybody take a deep breath in through your nose and deep breath out. Once again, deep breath in and deep breath out. Here we go. All right, it is time for our hymnals, guys. So now I'm grabbing my ukulele back again, and here we go. Are the lyrics up? I'm just asking my director. Okay, I might have to come a little bit closer just to see. So that's good. Okay. All right. So, great is thy faithfulness. Let's talk about that. So, great is thy faithfulness. Such a wonderful concept. A nice reminder of how God is so great in having faith. And having faith in Him, and He having faith in His people, knowing that who He made is going to do everything that He asks, and everything that He says He's going to do, He is going to do. And that's such a wonderful reminder when it comes to this this hymnal. Okay, and as you know, for those people who are maybe watching for the first time, as I always remind everybody, the hymnals are just are a way to, number one, definitely get in the right mood of being able to learn, to undertake any project, okay, any type of work, whether it is learning, whether it is teaching. I use this for myself, guys. I use it for myself, and hymnals are are definitely scientifically known, okay, scientific fact, which science comes from God anyway, right? But it's a scientific fact that hymnals are a way of building cognitive skills. Okay, so when we do this, it's definitely in praise, more importantly in praise of God, who allows us to do everything that we can do, but as well as definitely because God made everything, right? Then that it is the very thing that He knows is going to help us. Okay, and so that is the two-way street when it comes to when it comes to hymnals, and that's why we do it, guys. But here we go. Let's get right into Great is Thy Faithfulness. Have those lyrics handy, and let's sing together, guys. Follow along as best as you can. Great is thy faithfulness, O God, my Father. There is no shadow of turning with thee. Thou changest not, thy compassions, they fail not. As thou hast been, thou forever wilt be. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Summer and winter, springtime and harvest, sun, moon, and stars in their courses above, join with all nature in manifold witness to thy great faithfulness, mercy, and love. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. And that was Great is Thy Faithfulness. Everybody give yourselves a round of applause if you were able to follow along. Great job. If not, as I always say, just go back to the video, replay it, and have your lyrics handy and repeat practice, guys. That is the way to get better at anything, everybody. So now I'm going to get my notes out a little bit because, Mr. C, whenever he teaches anything, I always have to make sure I have notes, a plan of some sort, okay? And that's something that you can always take with you, especially your music education, future music educators, anybody who's looking to be a future music teacher. That is something that you should definitely have on hand, okay? Dear, can you keep track of time for me? Just okay, yeah. So I just have my director, my assistant, helping me out. Okay. What time is it now? 2:17. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. So, guys. So here we go. I got my notes handy. Okay. We're talking about El Paso, Texas. Again, home to a great majority of people of Mexican descent. Okay. Because El Paso is just pretty much we're right on the border of Mexico. Pretty much, if you look beyond those mountains, okay, in certain parts. Okay, actually, yeah, pretty much over here. If you go beyond those mountains, Mexico is on the other side. I don't know if you guys ever knew that, okay? But that's where we are, guys. So when you go past, and basically it's the reason why they named this part of Texas El Paso, okay, which simply means the pass. It means the pass, and Mexican people have migrated over to El Paso, and so there's a great majority of culture when it comes to Texas, especially in the southern part. We're in the southern part of Texas. Okay, so what am I talking about here when it comes to music? When it comes to music, mariachi. Okay, now here's a lot of things that you guys may not have known about mariachi music. So I got some notes here jotted down. First of all, mariachi is a general genre. It's a very big, huge general genre. Like if you can imagine an umbrella, okay, and underneath that umbrella you have a plenty of subgenres of mariachi music, okay, and so some of these subgenres you've probably heard of before, okay, but here we go. I'm going to list those right now. You have the rancheras music, which is music most some of these music are kind of on the same cusp of ranchera, but ranchera music is definitely rural. It's mariachi from the rural parts, okay, so that we're talking farmlands, that sort of thing, ranches, rancheras, aka ranches, okay. Then you have music like corridos. You have cumbias, which is, I'm going to step back a little bit. Cumbia is something that I used to love hearing when in my family. My family happens to be Ecuadorian, okay, but they happen to know some of the Mexican subgenres, and cumbias is kind of a two-step dance, okay, when you hear the music. So it's kind of a two-step dance. So you just basically go from side to side, okay. You've probably done this before, but you go 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. But what's interesting about cumbias is that cumbias has a different style all its own. Okay, so you'll hear, you know, I'll talk about an ostinato. Okay, an ostinato, which is a repetitive type of melody or a section of a melody that keeps repeating throughout a song. So you know, it's gonna sound funny right now, but you would hear mostly this. And there you would do that side two-step thing. You would grab a partner. Okay, it's the best I could do when it comes to a cumbia. Okay, but you can always listen to some of these genres that I talk about, guys. You can always listen to them, you know, on YouTube. You can find these type of subgenres of mariachi music, okay, and listen to them, okay. But I'm actually going to give you an example very soon about that, okay. But let's talk a little bit more of those subgenres. We also have boleros. We have ballads, okay, or in Spanish they call it baladas. We have sones, which is like another name for sonnets. Okay, we got the huapangos, the jarabes, danzones, which is mainly dance music. Okay, joropos, paso dobles. You might have heard of paso doble, definitely in some ballroom. Some kind of ballroom dance thing. There's a Dancing with the Stars usually has a ballroom dance competition. So Paso Doble actually comes from, okay, it's a Mexican style mariachi type of music. Okay, then you have the marches, you have polkas, you have actually polkas in mariachi music. You have waltzes, which they say in Spanish los valses, waltzes, which is just a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But again, if you happen to listen to valses, mariachi valses, okay, you will be able to hear a very different type of rhythm, but still goes along with that 1, 2, 3, or the 6 beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have that, and then last but not least, you have the chotis. Okay, so chotis is another. All of those, you know, I named a lot of them, but these are all again subgenres of mariachi that encompass mariachi music. Now, what are we talking about? Instrumentation. That's also very important for all you guys who, you know, we talk about theory and composition, okay? Knowing these subgenres, number one, okay, gets you to know the type of music, and if you take the time to listen to them, you will definitely hear those different type of things. But you also want to listen to very carefully and be aware of the instrumentation, the instruments that go along with mariachi music, which you have. They will have a total of 8 violins. Okay, they use violins in mariachi music. You have 2 trumpets. You have 1 guitar, at least 1 guitar. Okay, then you have a different type of a guitar called the vihuela. Okay, try to say that with me, vihuela. Okay, so the vihuela is a 5-string guitar, smaller in size, and it's kind of a soprano instrument because it's high pitched. It's definitely high pitched. So when you look at the vihuela, you'll see a smaller size guitar with only 5 strings as opposed to the regular guitar, which is 6. Okay. Of course, in case you don't know, the guitar, you say guitar in Spanish, it's guitarra, okay? You say trumpets in Spanish is trompetas, and then the violins is violinas, violinas. That's how you say violins in Spanish, okay? And then you have, last but not least, you have this really interesting, which is always fascinating to me. It's called the guitarron, okay? Now the guitarron is like a guitar, but bigger in size and definitely thicker. You will see a mariachi band. They're all dressed in the typical, which you might have seen before on TV and media, okay, in the typical black sort of cowboy kind of outfit, okay, with chains about them, very flashy. And then of course the huge sombreros, okay, which are the big hats, okay. But you will see them all lined up in one line, okay, and with these particular instruments, and you'll see them playing. But here's the really interesting part: there's no such thing necessarily as a lead singer. There is vocals, okay. You'll see them singing in Spanish, okay, and they'll have lead. They won't have a lead vocalist, but they'll have all the members, which is interestingly enough, all the members of a mariachi band taking turns singing lead. So that's something that makes it that definitely with mariachi music, it stands out amongst all other genres of music, even amongst genres of Spanish music. Okay, mariachi is the only one where every member of that band is the lead singer, and they take turns doing so. When did it start? 18th century. We're talking about 18th century Mexico. Okay, look this up. Okay, 18th century Mexico, and it started to slowly but surely become prominent. By the time it got really popular, it was in the 20th century. Okay, and mainly because these mariachi bands would be singing in a presidential inauguration. Okay, that was, they really got to be noticed in the public that way, and then of course through Spanish radio and such the like, in all types of media. So guys, look up all this. If you don't believe me, definitely look up all of this stuff, okay? And this is one of the genres. I find all genres of music fascinating because Mr. C just loves music. But yeah, especially the different lead singers. Okay, they all take turns, which is something, again, you don't see on a regular basis. And mariachi, guys, think about this. Mariachi is they look at it as Spanish. Now, when we say Spanish, we're talking about Spain. Yes, it sort of derives from Spain, but it's also a mixture with the Aboriginal culture that was in Mexico before it was inhabited. So over time and cross culture, that type of thing. That's how mariachi was born. Okay, and anything of Hispanic of nature, or even American in nature. Okay, but hey, if you don't believe me, look it up, guys. Definitely look it up. It is it's wonderful to know about our heritage as an American culture. But right now, I would like to we're going to take our time to listen to two different examples of mariachi music. The first thing I want us to listen to is Fiesta de la Vida. This is a very happy, moving, very happy, very upbeat type of mariachi, and it's probably something typical that you might have heard before. So, okay, I'm waiting for my director DJ person to press play. Oh, okay, I got it. Okay, so I just pressed the. Okay, I'm gonna come close. Hey there, are you enjoying this app? Yes, I'm loving it. Okay. Is the volume up? No. Hold on, meeting. Okay, I gotta replay it. Okay, well, we can hear it from here. So it's all the way up. I'm gonna replay this in just a little bit, guys, but this is Fiesta de la Vida by Aaron Kenny. And by the way, these particular selections are all instrumental, just for our purpose, okay? Do for copyright purposes. I definitely want to be respectful of that, but this is definitely for public domain, so that's why we can listen to this. Now, which is interesting about when you hear the the instrumentation within this particular song, you actually have an additive of some of the other stuff other than what I've mentioned before, which means one thing, guys. It means that, you know, mariachi is not just old music, okay? What the instrumentation that I talked about earlier was how it started, but this is modern. This is now more modern mariachi, so it still stays with the style of mariachi. Meanwhile, there's extra added instruments such as the stuff that you heard, like the xylophone just now. Okay, now here, right now, this is a ballad in mariachi called "Love in Mexico." Let's see that. I can't hear you. Okay, so this one is called "Love in Mexico." So this is more of a ballad type. Okay, slow song, romantic, meant to be romantic. Hence the title. So this is definitely lots of guitar in this, some percussion. Okay, I'm gonna stop it right here. Okay, and just as I was saying before, I'm gonna play Fiesta de la Vida one, just a little bit of it, so that I can again talk about a little bit of the instrumentation. So right there, okay, you have the trumpets, which is typical of mariachi. Okay, you have guitar, you have the vihuela in there. Starts off very typical of mariachi. With a little bit of percussion scratching. There's a güiro in there, which wasn't mentioned before. It's a rigid type of percussion music. And now here you have the xylophone. Do you hear that? That wooden xylophone sound. So again, you know, you can take old music, okay, old classical, you can take all types of older genres of music and add instrumentation and differences, okay, to modernize it. But at the same time, it can stay true to the actual style. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it right there. Okay, and so that was two examples. Again, that was Fiesta de la Vida and Love in Mexico. Okay, a ballad, which is again a ballad, which goes to show you that mariachi can be mariachi and all the different subgenres of mariachi can be in ballad form. It can be in different forms, but they have a unique sound. Okay, they have a typically unique sound. So for you, my students, I definitely challenge you to go into YouTube to find all of these different types of. You could find lists of mountains of music, okay, in whatever platform you have to listen to music, where you can hear all those different genres of mariachi music. Okay, and that is it, guys. It is our class time is over. Okay, I definitely enjoyed being out here and teaching you guys in front of the mountains of El Paso. I hope you enjoyed being outside. I hope you guys actually went outside to enjoy the fresh air, because we need that, guys. I'm telling you, we need it so badly to be outside, enjoy the fresh air, and to just that is what makes. Without air, we have no music. As I've spoken before, you may have caught different videos where I talk about how music requires air. Instruments require air. Our voices require air in order to produce music. And so I feel very strongly about this, guys. Get air. Get outside. Get some sun, okay, and do music. You know, it's also the reason why a lot of buskers, a lot of people, street performers who come out there and do music in front of everybody, which mariachi is also known for, by the way. You can go in the streets of Mexico, okay, and sometimes even in El Paso, from what I hear, okay, from what I hear the locals say, you can go. Sometimes they'll have some big events, where if you come visit El Paso one time during those event times, they will have mariachi bands come out and start playing music. And you know, music is even better when it's outdoors, even more than it's, you know, inside. Yeah, great, but outdoors, music is just at its all-time high when we're outside and enjoying nature. Just like everything manifold in nature, like in the song "Great as Thy Faithfulness" that we just sung. Take a look at those lyrics. Even God said, not even, but God said it from the get-go. get outside. He's telling us to get outside and get air, everybody. So, guys, thank you so very much. I want to give a general shout out to all my friends who watch all over the world. And all of you people have been out all over the world. I hope you've been outside as well, getting some fresh air. My friends from Sri Lanka, my friends from India, and from Japan and China, and from South America, and from the United States, as well as Australia and the UK. All right. Philippines, India. I did say India before. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this class and being outside with me. Hopefully you imagined yourself being in El Paso, Texas, in front of the mountains or wherever you are, guys. Okay, also want to give a shout out to my Patreon members. Thank you very much, guys, for your support. All of you guys for your support in Mr. C's Homeschool Music Academy. You will be getting and all those who are my Patreon members, you will be getting a worksheet very soon into the Patreon dashboard, okay? And a quiz, by the way, yes, and a quiz and quizzes regarding this particular lesson and others as well as time has gone by. So, guys, thank you so very much. And I almost forgot. Don't forget to click to subscribe. Did I just say that wrong? Don't forget to click subscribe, okay? If you haven't already, click subscribe and click the notifications bell so that you can get awareness of other upcoming lessons. And like and share all the videos, everybody. Like and share all the videos. Let's keep learning together. Let me keep teaching you. Let me keep learning from you guys, okay? And thank you so very much, all of you, my Patreon members, my subscribers, and all my friends around the world. Thank you so much for your support of Mr. C's Homeschool Music Academy. Everybody, give yourselves a nice round of applause for being involved in this lesson. And as always, my students, I wish you happy practicing. Everybody, take care. Bye-bye. All right, now I gotta know how to stop this thing. Okay. I'm not sure how to stop this thing.
Yeah. Can't see.
Big old glare. We have this something.
Yeah. It's telling me to rotate device. Yeah. But right now I'm trying to. Yeah, it was on, but it turned off for some reason.
Okay, that's what it is. Yeah. Okay, so now I tap the screen. You know we're still live.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's there. No. Sheesh. How do we leave now?
I know, look, it's doing this.
Oh my.
Hold on. No, it's not that.
How do we end?
Maybe we just X. I'm just gonna X out.
X out, just X out. Yeah, there you go. Oh, okay.
Stop streaming.
Yes.
Yeah.